Hey guys, so this is what it looks like here now. It's November 17th, almost 3 o'clock. So what to do with my videos? There'll be no more digging. So I figure my first one, I'm going to do a top 10 of my season. Top 10 finds. So here they are. So here we go, my 10 favorite finds of 2018. This is my first summer metal detecting, so here's my 10 favorite finds. There's nothing special about this large cent. It's an 1882, but this was the first one I found, so I decided I'd put it in a frame. Not only was it the first large cent, this was the first coin I ever found. I never even found a modern penny or a modern anything. This was the first coin I found in my backyard besides that, and I was addicted from that day on. So yeah, my first large cent, coming in at number 10. So I guess number 9 would be my first silver quarter. That would be my next, not first silver, but first older silver quarter. I'd found some just caribou variety, Queen Elizabeth ones, but this was my first older ones, King Edward, 1910. Beauty little quarter. And this was actually in the hole with another one, a 1920, King George. It's awesome to find two of them in one hole. So yeah, that was number 9 on the list. I guess number 8 would be this Croto Bell. A Croto Bell was one of my bucket listers when I first bought my metal detector, and now I got a bucket full of them. And out of them all, I like this little guy the best. Still dings. So that would be, yeah, my number 8 on the list. Moving along at number 7. Well, this, I wasn't even sure where to put. I really like this. It's a Dutch Lady brass bell. And the clapper was in it, but the little part that the clapper was, I guess, soldered to or whatever, was rusted away. But I still have the clapper. I need a way to fix it. I tried briefly myself fixing it just with a soldering iron, just soldering trying to solder a little loop inside so I could hang the clapper, but I guess I couldn't get the metal hot enough with a little handheld soldering iron. It would probably need to be done with a torch or something. Really cool, fine. It would ring great if I could put the clapper back in her. Not sure what year this would be. But that would be, I guess, number 6 on my list. Like I said, it was hard to choose this list. There's so many finds that I like. Alright, coming in at number 5, I guess. So you might have seen me dig this one in one of the videos. This is the Nova Scotia Highlanders neck collar pin from World War I. So that was fun to find. I didn't find a lot of military stuff, but this one is definitely cool. Lots of nice details. So coming in at number 4, I guess. Some things you dig up and you're not expecting, you don't even know they exist until you dig it up. This was one of them. I never knew what this was or that it existed, but I like the artwork on it. Nice and vintage. And it's a cup, like a collapsible cup. You can pop it out. This kind of straightens up, and I guess you can put your drink in there. That was cool to find. Like I said, when you find something that you never knew even existed, and it's something cool, pretty neat to find. And I did that little damage here where the brake is at the front wheel. I thought it was a piece of junk. It looked like an old paint can lid or something coming out of the ground. It was kind of rough digging them out, and I did that. So always take care when you're digging your things, because you never know. Sometimes it's not junk, even when you think it is. So I guess I had to choose a button from all my buttons, and I didn't dig a lot of really cool ones, but this was an old, I guess, War of 1812 Navy button. don't know if I can get a good close-up. There's actually 3 anchors. There's one in the middle and a smaller one on each side of it. And the shank's broken. Really cool old button. So coming in at number 3. Okay, I lost track. But anyway, there's 10 things here. Would be my fish scale. This was another bucket list item that I really wanted, and I got it right at the end of the year. 1903, 5-cent Canada. So King Edward on the back, Eddie the Fifth. This is the only coin that I've noticed that is minted up down, so it's like when you turn it around, it's kind of like a weedy. You gotta flip it and then rotate it. And what a small coin. When you compare it to the size of a quarter, so yeah, that would be my number 3 find, my little fish scale. Coming in at number 2 would be my 1858 large cent. So this is just a harder year to find. Super happy and I didn't know what year this was when I was digging it. Only when I got home and cleaned it and finally saw the year and figured out that this was a rare year. Didn't even know at the time. But you can see it, she's not wearing a crown. She has like those leaves or some sort of thing in her hair. So that was the first clue that gave it away, that it was something that I hadn't seen before. 1858. And I guess my find of the year, and this may be my find of a lot of years, may never top this one, is my 1566 British hammered sixpence. Never thought I would find something so old around here, but you never know. And too bad it's broken. You can tell it's not been cut because it's very jagged along the break. Unless it was broken by hand. Maybe this guy owed somebody half of one, so he just broke it and gave him half. Who knows? Or a guy hit by a lawnmower. But usually coins that get hit by a lawnmower are deformed, where this one's not so deformed. It's still pretty, well, a little bent, but what can you expect when it's over 450 years old? So I don't know what its story is, how it got here and how it got broken, but now it's mine. On the other side, it's really hard to see anything. You can just make out some lettering around the rim, but it's Elizabeth I on here, and you cannot see anything. When I first dug it up, I thought it looked like a broken piece, half of an aluminum, whatever. Maybe the insert of a cap, like a bottle cap. It wasn't until I gave it a wipe and I noticed the little shield mark. I thought it was a Spanish silver at first, not British. This is British hammered sixpence. So that is my find of the season. Super happy to have it. So I guess with my next video, I'll do like a full video of something. Maybe all my coins or all my relics, all of my something. It won't be the top 10. It'll just be all of part of what I found. Because I found too much to do all at once. Too much good stuff. So hopefully the next video, maybe I'll do like relics. Got to spread them out maybe once a week. Try to keep them going all winter. See you next time. Alright, one extra coin to put in my top 10. So I guess it's going to be my top 11. Because I forgot about this guy. Get him in focus here.
Okay, now.
So I'm not sure if you guys know what this is. I'm sure a lot of you do. It's a New Jersey copper. And the year on this one, there was someone who knew a lot about it. I knew nothing, obviously. It was my first one. I had no idea what it was till I found out. But I guess it's a Marinus D, which was 1787. No details on this side, though. Very flat. Too bad. But from what I heard and read, it was very common for this side to be flat. I guess they didn't stamp them as hard maybe or as deep. But yeah, that was a cool find. Definitely my top 10, top 11. And this is the sound you're hearing in the background.
Sure,
What are you guys making? What are you making, Elliot?
Cookies.